So welcome to your weekly reading. Bear in mind that this may not resonate with everyone. If this doesn't resonate with you, take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. Be sure to check out your moon, your rising, and where Venus was when you were born. If you don't know any of that information, there is a link for a free natal or birth chart in the description box below. So check it out, and that will give you a more well-rounded view of your week. Also remember, energy is always in motion, so what I may have seen for this week may have happened last week, may be happening currently, of course, and then may be happening in the future. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the all notifications so that you don't miss any new readings. And please be sure to share with your friends if you're happy with your reading. And please, I'm asking for your help to get to 1,000 subscribers. That would be a great milestone for me, and I appreciate it. All right, let's go. Capricorn, this first week of November finds you victorious. It's like you've been through hell. I know in past readings, daily readings that I did for you last month, I know there was something to do with career. There were some losses, some heartaches, even for some of you, a breakup. And this week coming into November, it finds you victorious, okay? It's like the hand of God is holding that sword and energizing it. It's a double-edged sword. There is death and new life. So leaving the old, starting off fresh again. You're not willing to take any leaps of faith, Capricorn. You're staying sure-footed like the mountain goat, the sea goat that you are. You're not taking any leaps of faith, and that is fine. You don't need to, because right now you're working on healing. Whether it's from the career, what happened, whatever loss that you've suffered, or a breakup, whatever. And actually, Capricorn, going further into this week, you have the Three of Cups in reverse. And so we're not talking about a breakup, but we're talking about, and this can be past, but there has been jealousy in the past. There may have even been in your relationship or your current relationship, but I'm going to say past because you're healing now. There may have even been a third party. So what I did was I wanted to find out more about this, to find out, because the Three of Cups in reverse is also jealousy, backbiting, gossip, but it's also a miscarriage. So I wanted to find out more about it for you, and look what came up. In the clarifiers, we've got the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. So you, Capricorn, are Earth sign. Your partner may have been an Earth sign, but either way, this relationship that you were in seemed like it started off like it was a match made in heaven, or it was perfect. You were well suited for each other because you were both Pentacles. But if you look, the Queen and King are not facing each other. It's like they had their own things that they were doing, or focusing on their own tasks or careers or their own ideas of what should be. But at the same time, while this is going on, or you were doing your thing, he or she they were doing their thing, somewhere, and I'm going to say the other person, the Magician could have been the third party, could have been a friend, a quote-unquote friend, or it could have been someone just actually coming in to try to separate you, or be involved somehow. There could have been cheating, or there could be cheating. But I don't want to say that about your relationship. I want to say more that your partner had a manipulative side. For some of you, this is manipulation, cunning, deceit, the great deceiver, which is the devil, okay? So I feel like there was some jealousy also on their part. Further on down when I asked about this, because you end up freeing yourself from this, Capricorn, and that's where you have this beautiful World card. It's like the seasons are going forward, like you've left this bullshit behind, this hurt, this pain. You're victorious, Capricorn. That's fabulous. That is fantastic, and you're healing, and you're not going to leap into any things and follow your heart. You're just going to be smart about your next relationship. You've got to heal from this, and you are going forward. So I asked because this came up, and then when I asked about this, it showed that you freed yourself, because you were in a prison in this relationship. Somehow this person was controlling you, putting you down or making you truly not even trust in your own instinct, not even trust what you were feeling was wrong, or causing you to ignore the red flags that you were getting. This is not for all of you. If this doesn't resonate with you, please go on to your moon or your rising sign, Capricorn, because this is for somebody out there. You're free. You're free from this, which is amazing. This is taking the bindings off, watching the swords fall out, and being able to just walk away free from that prison. And this was a prison, and you weren't hearing things clearly. So Capricorn, this week, and when I asked more about this, we've got the Devil card, so this literal demon, or vices, the vices of this person, or maybe you were drawn together because of different addictions that you share. And when I say that, I don't necessarily mean addictions, but maybe you enjoyed having a drink or two once in a while together, and you started, and you maybe fell for each other, but you were deceived. The great deceiver, Capricorn. And so because of this, this person strove to drive a wedge between you and others, cause contention for you at work, whatever it was. For some of you, or one of you, you were in a horrible, horrible relationship. And so for this week, and probably for the month, I haven't done your monthly reading yet, but you need to take the time to mourn this. You need to take the time to get it out of your system. You need to take the time to examine, Capricorn, so that you don't do it again. And again, this person, there may have been a power play, because you have these pentacles or coins on one side are even, and this is a little bit off balance. So someone may have had more attention at work. Someone may have earned more money. You may have earned more money, and that pissed them off. You may have gotten more attention, or you may have gotten more accolades, or you may have baked a better bread than he or she did. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. There may have been gifts that were given that had strings attached to them. If this is a friend, this was no friend at all, believe me. So you may be mourning what might have been, if it was a miscarriage. That is a possibility, but I feel here it's more about the couple and the power. The Devil is about power and control, even with money and fame. So you're mourning this new beginning, because when two people get together, they become one. This would have been a beautiful new beginning, and you had one, but it wasn't what you thought. It was a lie. It was a deception. So your advice is to just stay put. The Chariot is not moving, not going forward. Stay put. Work on your feelings, Capricorn, this weekend. Now, I know this, I don't normally focus on love, but this is how this particular reading came out. If I were to say work-wise, I would say this is your victory card here, and being smart. If you were offered a new job position, I would say look at everything clearly and carefully, and don't make the same mistakes that you made in other former jobs. Just trust, Capricorn, that in spite of this morning and everything, this is what you've been through. You're healing, you're going forward, life goes on, and you're practical, pragmatic, and off you go. This Page of Swords, because of your hurt, you may be a little bit cunning with your words. Page of Swords, she's very intellectual, she's very smart, she's well read, she has an amazing vocabulary, so just as sharp as her sword, her words can be. So just be mindful as you're licking your wounds this week, Capricorn. Don't hurt other people. And this may have also been a cause for this person to anger even more and try to hurt you even more, simply because they could never outwit you. They could never beat you with words. And so you always outshone them. In an argument, you could always put them in their place, and I just feel someone is seething and wrathful. I just feel wrath and someone seething. So I know this isn't for all of you. Again, check your moon and your rising, and I'll see you next week. But this needed to be said for this particular Capricorn, just because now you're mourning, and your pain and your anguish came up and came to me. So it came out in the cards, and I'm here to tell you, Capricorn, you keep healing. You're going to be okay. You know you're going to be okay. And just don't do anything right now. Don't take any leaps of faith. Work on healing. Don't make any decisions to go forward. We've just gone through, we're just about at the end of Mercury retrograde, and it has been horrific. Full moon in Taurus, in Scorpio, will be tremendous, but it's also time for tremendous growth, Capricorn. Whatever this is, you will eventually leave it behind. You will eventually leave these wounds behind, and you will take the lessons with you. You will be more careful in the future, Capricorn, and I promise you bigger and better things and true love. I do. I promise you true love. We're going to get you trusting your instinct again, okay? You just ignored some red flags because you were happy. It seemed like a match made in heaven. It seemed like your partner could have felt like your twin flame or your other half or your soulmate. Wonderful. And they played along with it. Or Capricorn could have been you, but I feel you're the one healing and that got free from this, Capricorn, because you were imprisoned in many different ways. I feel like you were afraid when you went out with your partner or whoever this person was. You were afraid to speak. It's almost like you were a Stepford wife. You couldn't feel, you just had to act in whatever was appropriate or socially acceptable, and you couldn't even be yourself sometimes. So no, Capricorn, you're getting your groove back. You're getting back to your spirituality, your psychic gifts. You will do this. Just take this time now to heal and mourn, and don't try to move forward in any way. Don't date anyone, because I know this may have happened even last month or even the month before, because we know energy is fluid. It just moves. It's always in motion. So this could have already happened. It may be happening for some of you. I'm not telling you every Capricorn that your partner is cheating. I would check for signs, but this is definitely for certain Capricorns this week. So that was a tough one to get through for me. I feel your pain, and you're going to be fine. You're on the ball, and if you can remember that, keep your intellect about you. Watch your words, because you're hurting, and your words, your sharpness, even if you don't intentionally mean to hurt someone, they could sound sharper, or some of that energy may transfer into the sword, into your word, and you may hurt someone. So just be careful with that, Capricorn, and you're good to go. And please leave me a comment, email me. I'm here to help, and I will see you next week. Stay spiritual, Capricorn.